If you are someone who just want to get the ride simply done from point A to point B, without those fancy termed features, the kind of person who just want to rev up that throttle to get to where you want, this motorcycle is for you. This is the motorcycle of a minimalist. From being a carburetor type, this motorcycle has been updated by Honda for year 2022 to make it more efficient as a 125cc motorcycle. Welcome to the Motor Thread channel. Introducing the Honda Future 125i motorcycle that has just been launched this year, 2022. Many people would tend to ask, why does Honda keep on making these kinds of motorcycle, while also introducing to the world some motorcycles and scooters with futuristic look and features? The answer is quite simple. That means there is still a huge market for this kind of motorcycle all around the globe. Perhaps in our country, based on my observation after 11 years of riding motorcycle, this is the kind of motorcycle that people located in some remote places and rural terrains love to obtain. Now, you might also ask, why this? A lot of great bikes has already been introduced. It is true, and I agree. But we also could not deny the fact that since the carburetor era of this motorcycle, people have already proven time and again the reliability of this kind of motorcycle. This has been like a buddy or a family member to people who possess it. Sometimes, it is already even a source of income to many. That is the reason there is still a considerable demand of this motorcycle worldwide. Hence its update for the year 2022. Now, the question is, what has really changed this time for the Honda Future 125i? From the old carburetor system, it now has a program fuel-injected engine. This basically means more fuel efficiency. The motorcycle still has a 125cc, air-cooled and single-cylinder engine. It now can produce an output of 9.13 horsepower at 7,500 RPM and 10.02 Nm of torque at 5,500 RPM. As to the fuel consumption, this now has 50 to 55 km per liter range compared to the old 48 to 50 km on its carburetor type version. As to the suspension, it utilizes a telescopic fork on the front and dual shock absorber on the rear. From the old rim-type wheels, this motorcycle now has the mag-type wheels, while being equipped with frontal wheel disc brake and a drum brake on the rear. The headlight of the motorcycle is not LED yet, it still uses the halogen bulb while the tail light uses a bulb, as well as for the turn signal lights. Also, the analog instrument panel remains the same, with fewer update on the display arrangement, but basically the information you see are still the same. What has been added though is a touch of a modern feature is the shutter lock system that it is utilizing for the ignition key. And as to convenience, the under-seat storage of Honda Future 125i can now store a full-face helmet. For the deciding factor, the price of the Honda Future 125i ranges from 75 to 78,000 pesos or around $1,300 US. Once again, this might already be the simplest motorcycle of Honda with nothing fancy on it but still get the jobs done. Pretty much the same with this next retro scooter review, the one you see on the screen. It is simple, yet with fulfilling feature and is also considered as the cheapest retro scooter ever made under the 150cc category. Just click it to watch next.